welcome back to my channel. So today is going to be another weight loss update video. I kind of a bit behind really. I keep trying to catch up with myself, and every time I think I'm catching up I then seem to not be catching up and I seem to be behind. So I thought this week if I just do the week before and this week in one video, and I'll try and upload it as soon as. So yeah, so let's get on with what happened then. So week 63, and yeah, I didn't go to the gym at all that week, which I was kind of a bit gutted about because I was off for half of the week as well, but I was just so busy that there just was no time. So I lost 3/4 pound that week, which was a bit surprising because I hadn't been to the gym. I ate out. I had a really good week food wise, well, good as in I enjoyed it rather than I ate really healthily, because there's one day I went out and I had burger and chips, and then I followed it by chocolate fudge cake. I don't know, it was like, it's warm, it was a bit, I didn't really like it actually, it was a bit kind of sloppy, but the dinner was really good, but the rest of it wasn't. So I wasn't really expecting to lose at all with that. I was really surprised. But never mind. I'm not going to the gym as well. Now, did anything else happen that week? No, I don't think so. So anyway, I thought, never mind. Let me just get my phone because it's all the way over there. Yeah, nothing really happened that week other than I was off and I was busy and no gym, and I didn't go. So if I move on to this week, which is week 64, and that was the 30th of April. That was yesterday, Saturday, I weighed myself. And I've got a story to say about this actually, but what I'll go into that I've actually put on a pound. Now, it wasn't down to the chocolate cake from the week before. Now, I wasn't actually expecting to put on a pound. It all went horribly wrong on Friday, but I'll get to that in a minute. I was supposed to weigh myself. I tried to weigh myself on a Wednesday and I didn't do it this time, but I thought, never mind, I'll weigh myself on a Thursday. But the problem was I'd had my breakfast, but I thought I'll weigh myself just to see how I'm doing. And in actual fact, I had lost a pound, even though I'd had breakfast, and I thought, oh, that's really good, you know, I'm really happy with that. And so I was actually a pound under. So in between Thursday and Friday, I have gained near enough 2 pounds. I know it sounds a bit bizarre, but that's what it would have been, 2 pounds. But I can't really count that because what I weighed last week was what I weighed last week, and what I weigh this week is what I weigh this week. So it's only a pound. But so between Thursday and Friday, I basically put 2 pounds on. I don't know how that's even happened. Well, I kind of have an idea. I think I was okay on the Thursday. When it got to the Friday, I was really very tired, and I don't know why I was that tired, but I kind of had dinner really late. I couldn't decide what to have, and in the end I had takeaway, McDonald's, which isn't the best thing, and I had chips as well as the burger. But I thought, I don't think it's going to show necessarily. And I was already over my calories for that day as it was, and I just couldn't. It was just one of those days when you can't be bothered, and sometimes you just have one of those days. It was just a shame it was just before weigh day. And instead of having a diet drink, I had some frappe thing, I don't know, it was latte, mocha, chocolate mocha frappe with loads of whipped cream, like a thick layer about that thick of whipped kind of cream, which I didn't have any of that. I literally just had the bit underneath, the iced frappe bit, unless that's all, I don't know. I've never had one before, but my partner came back with it. He said, oh, I thought you might like this instead of a Diet Coke, and there wasn't anything else, and I did actually ask for a mocha for you, but you ended up with some frappe thing, so God knows what happened there. But it was actually really good. So I didn't count the whole lot because it was like ridiculous amount of calories. Like, it was over 300 calories for that, so I didn't count that. And he did buy me an apple pie as well, and I didn't eat it because because I felt kind of guilty. I had the chicken burger, which was, I think, a chicken legend with cool mayo, and he bought large fries and I only had probably half of that, not quite, maybe a little bit more than half, so I didn't eat all of those. So I thought I'd sort of done okay, that it was not going to really show, but clearly it did. So that was gutting, and then I thought it must be a blip completely. So then this morning I've weighed myself again and I've lost ½ a pound, so I don't know, I'm not really sure what's going on. So let's hope that next week will be a better week for that. But I did have a personal training session and I burnt 509 calories, so I was really pleased with that. It's quite good actually. I went, after my session I had I went on the cardio on the Vario cross trainer, and actually my personal trainer said, oh, why don't you try doing level 5 or 6, just do it for a little bit. And I said, well, I don't know, I'm a bit worried because I've hardly done that much of this cross trainer, I find it really hard. So I worked my way up for the first 5 minutes up to level 5, and then I did that for about 17.5 minutes. So I was really pleased with myself. At the moment well, before I was doing level 3, so now I know I can do higher, then I will, and keep my heart rate up. So I was really pleased with that. So there hasn't really been much going on really this week. I've been off this week and I had hoped to have got to the gym, but it's like lots of things to do around the house, and you know, I wanted to do some filming for my YouTube channel as well. Not necessarily weight related or anything, some other stuff, so if you're interested, keep an eye out for those. So I've been doing that and just various tidying and that sort of thing, nothing hugely interesting. Yes, that's it really. Last week I forgot, not last week, the week before, I keep forgetting, that I actually forgot to show you how much I weigh on my phone, which isn't good, is it? And I'm not prepared again. So let me just find it on my Fitness Pal. So see here the top one, I'm now weighing 14 stone 5. So not terribly happy with that, but we'll have to try and work on it. I don't know how easy it's going to be this week because I've got some more days off this week, and I wanted to go out for dinner a couple of days next week, which is probably not ideal, but I don't think it's always sometimes what you eat. I think sometimes it's when you eat as well, so I try and eat earlier in the day because I think that might have had a huge impact on how much I weighed yesterday, which is really gutting, but it doesn't matter. I honestly thought when I got on the scales I would have definitely lost a pound, because I thought it was even more actually when I got on Thursday, so it's really annoying, but never mind, I'm not going to dwell on it anymore. I also forgot to give you an update on my knees. I did have a physio appointment, I think it was about two weeks ago. He's basically just changed my exercises very slightly. I've still got 4 exercises to do. They're not hugely different, they're just been made slightly more difficult. But there's not really any improvement, to be honest, and I'm not sure it is going to improve. I've just got a feeling it's not going to. I've been doing the exercises now since end of January, and we're now into May, and I don't think there's going to be much change. I can't even tell that there's any difference at all. I can't feel anything different. It just feels just as bad. So we'll keep plodding along with that, and I'll let you know about that. I've also got a doctor's appointment and a physio appointment, not next week but the following week. One about my ankle and my knees for the doctor, because my other doctor thinks I need to see this other doctor who's apparently he specialises in injuries, so we'll see what he has to say. And then I have that, but I have my physio appointment the day before that, so we'll see what he says, and I will let you all know. It's still a couple of weeks to go yet, so I'll let you all know when I have some idea what's going to happen. If there is going to be anything that's going to happen, I'm not sure. They might just string it out for another couple of months. Who knows? So let me know how you're all doing down below. I'd really like to hear. And Unless there's anything else to update you with now. I think I've done it. I think I've remembered everything this time. I did try and write it all down on my notebook, but I'm a bit I'm a bit slack because sometimes I don't look at the notebook all the time and I suddenly realise I forgot to update you on something, or I forget to write something down, which I haven't written everything down this week. So I'll see you all next week with another weight loss update. So let me know how you're all doing. Don't forget, I like the comments, so keep those coming. And I'll see you all soon. Bye.